So sometimes we have people come to us and they obviously have an exact date when they're wanting to sit the SQE and then they plan to take a course.
So I always think it's great that people have got that plan. They've actually thoroughly thought things through and they've got that aim. And sometimes it could be that people have been offered like a contract, training contract or something, but they need to have taken the SQE assessments by a particular time. But ideally, people would do it the other way around. So ideally, people would look for a suitable SQE preparation course, pick the one that's going to fit their time frame the most in terms of not just the exam it's going to lead to, but how many study hours a week is that duration of course likely to need? Does that fit with my own circumstances? And then work out the natural time to take the exam after that.
Yeah, that's some great advice because obviously you don't want people to rush it. If they rush it, then it will decrease their chances of passing the SQE. And ideally, people are going to be passing it first time. So it's definitely worth considering study hours for sure.
A lot of times people are just wanting to get through it as quickly as possible. However, I just always like to try and just slow people down a little bit and just say, look, you really just need to have a think first of all about realistically how much study time you have, because that's the most important thing to kind of factor in so that you're going to be ready for that exam that you have paid for.
Yeah, I always highlight to people, if they're in a rush to get it out of the way, if they're not taking the necessary amount of time to prepare and absorb all that information and improve their knowledge, they're probably going to have to resit anyway. So it's actually going to take longer when it comes to having to resit and then doing the rest. So, yeah, it's definitely worth considering.